Imagine holding the key to complete freedom, a life where no one else's opinion dictates your choices, a life where the fear of rejection no longer exists and your inner peace remains unshakable. But in a world where others are constantly trying to influence your decisions, distract you, and steer you away from your true path, how would you handle that pressure? This is the profound wisdom Buddha shares with us. A path to rise above the external noise and unlock your true potential by focusing solely on your own journey. Today, we'll explore 10 powerful Buddhist lessons that will help you release the grip of others' opinions and take charge of your life. 1. Stop relying on others for your happiness. As the Buddha once said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. True happiness doesn't come from what others say or do, it comes from within. When we depend on others for our happiness, whether through their approval, praise, or actions, we give them control over our emotions. This often leads to disappointment because no one can make us happy all the time. Buddhism teaches us to look inward for peace and contentment. This means being comfortable with who we are, finding joy in the present moment, and practicing gratitude for what we already have. By cultivating self-reliance, we build a strong foundation of inner peace that no one can take away. 2. Don't fear being alone. It's where true power lies. Many people are afraid of being alone, associating it with loneliness, failure, or isolation. However, Buddhism teaches that solitude is a space for self-discovery and empowerment. Buddha's advice: meditate, live purely, be quiet, do your work with mastery, reminds us that great inner growth happens when we embrace the quiet moments of life. Being alone does not mean being lonely. Instead, solitude allows you to reconnect with yourself, free from the influence of others. It is in this space that you can hear your inner voice, understand your true desires, and gain clarity about your purpose. Often, people avoid solitude because they are uncomfortable with their own thoughts or fear facing their inner struggles. Yet, avoiding this discomfort means missing an opportunity for growth. In solitude, you can address your fears, resolve internal conflicts, and build resilience. Solitude also fosters creativity and focus. Without external distractions, you can concentrate on your goals, develop your talents, and work towards mastery in your chosen field. The stillness of solitude is where breakthroughs and deep insights often emerge. Learn to embrace being alone as a gift rather than a burden. The ability to find contentment in your own company is a mark of true strength and independence. 3. Quit seeking approval from everyone. We all want to feel accepted and valued, but constantly seeking approval from others can become a trap. When you base your self-worth on how others perceive you, you give away your power and become a prisoner of their opinions. Buddha's teaching, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, highlights the importance of self-acceptance. Approval seeking often stems from a fear of rejection or a desire to fit in. However, no matter how much you try, you can never please everyone. People's opinions are subjective and influenced by their own biases and experiences. Chasing their approval is like trying to hit a moving target. It's exhausting and unfulfilling. Instead, focus on your own values, goals, and principles. Ask yourself, am I proud of the choices I've made? Am I living authentically? The only approval that truly matters is your own. By letting go of the need for external validation, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and pressure. You'll find that self-confidence grows when you honor your own opinions and trust your instincts. Remember, the most authentic and fulfilling relationships are built on mutual respect, not on constant approval seeking. Love and accept yourself first, and others will follow. 4. Don't let rejection define you. Rejection is an inevitable part of life, whether it's in relationships, careers, or personal goals. While it can sting, it's important to remember that rejection is not a reflection of your worth. Buddha's wisdom. In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Teaches us to handle rejection with grace. Rejection often feels personal, but it's rarely about you. It can be a result of circumstances, timing, or someone else's preferences. Instead of internalizing it, view rejection as an opportunity for growth and redirection. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to improve? Every rejection is a stepping stone towards something better. It clears the path for new opportunities and helps you develop resilience. When you let go of the fear of rejection, you become more willing to take risks and pursue your dreams. Rejection doesn't define you, your response to it does. Use it as a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. 5. Stop fearing what others think of you. Fear of judgment is a powerful force that can hold you back from living authentically. We often worry about what others think, allowing their opinions to shape our actions, decisions, and even our sense of self. However, Buddha reminds us, let none find fault with others. Let none see the misdeeds and omissions of others. Let one see one's own acts, done and undone. This teaching encourages us to focus on our own journey instead of being preoccupied with others' perceptions. People's judgments are often based on their own insecurities and experiences. They are not a reflection of your true self. Consider this. Most people are too focused on their own lives to pay close attention to yours. The fear of judgment is often exaggerated in our minds. When you realize this, you free yourself from the need to conform to others' expectations. Living authentically means staying true to your values, passions, and goals, regardless of what others think. It requires courage, but the reward is a life of freedom and self-respect. Let go of the fear of judgment, and you'll find that the opinions of others no longer have the power to control you. 6. Don't sacrifice your peace to please others. Many of us are taught to prioritize others' needs over our own, often to the point of sacrificing our well-being. While kindness and compassion are important, constantly trying to please everyone can lead to stress, burnout, and resentment. Buddha's teaching, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace, reminds us to prioritize inner peace. Pleasing others at the expense of your own happiness is not sustainable. It's impossible to meet everyone's expectations, and the effort to do so can drain your energy and leave you feeling unfulfilled. Instead, set healthy boundaries and learn to say no when necessary. This doesn't mean being selfish. It means recognizing your limits and taking care of yourself so you can show up fully for others when it truly matters. By protecting your peace, you preserve your energy and can offer genuine kindness instead of forced or obligatory gestures. Ask yourself, is this decision aligned with my values? Will it contribute to my well-being? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to step back. Prioritizing your peace is not a rejection of others. It's an affirmation of your own worth. When you stop trying to please everyone, you'll find that the right people will respect your boundaries and appreciate the authenticity you bring to relationships. Remember, peace begins within you, and nurturing it is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and those around you. 7. Release attachments to things beyond your control. Life is full of uncertainties, and many of our struggles stem from trying to control things that are simply beyond our reach. Buddha's wisdom, "You only lose what you cling to," emphasizes the importance of letting go of attachments that cause unnecessary suffering. Attachment to outcomes, people, or material possessions can lead to anxiety and disappointment. When things don't go as planned, we feel like we've lost something valuable. However, true peace comes from accepting life as it is and focusing on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and reactions. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the expectation that everything must happen in a certain way. It's about trusting the process and understanding that life unfolds in its own time. When you stop clinging to what you can't control, you free yourself from frustration and open the door to new possibilities. Practice mindfulness to stay present and grounded. This will help you recognize when you're holding on too tightly and remind you to let go. Acceptance is not weakness. It's a powerful act of self-liberation. 8. Don't dwell on the past. It cannot be changed. Many people carry the weight of past regrets, mistakes, or losses, allowing them to shape their present and future. Buddha's teaching, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment is a powerful reminder to live fully in the now. The past is unchangeable, but your relationship with it is within your control. Dwelling on past events keeps you stuck in a cycle of pain and prevents you from moving forward. While it's natural to reflect on the past, use it as a source of wisdom rather than a prison. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How can I grow from it? By shifting your perspective, you transform past challenges into valuable lessons.